All right.
Ricky, can I come on?
All right. Flipping. No. Okay, so let's try and learn a couple of things that I haven't been able to figure out. So, I found a couple of new things today that I wasn't familiar with, and it kind of made some thoughts click. How goes, little? Let's see here. So apparently, I've been overthinking everything, which is not out of the question. I've been known to, and so there's a few songs I was trying to get right, but I couldn't find good ways to play them. And so right now, I'm just trying to work my way up and down the neck of my guitar. So we'll see. I'm just gonna riff around, I guess. So I guess I was missing a couple of ideas, like move those out of the way. It's insane. It's the cats. They know. I turn the camera on, and that's what they do. Do it. That's fun. I don't care.
Just joking.
That's fun.
He's laughing because he's sitting there.
He is much more handsome than me, that's for sure.
He smells like pee, kind of.
He's been out on a kitty adventure. That wasn't the goal.
You freaked up already.
I had it blurry, but it won't let me turn my good camera on for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why.
Is it plugged in?
It's plugged in. It's reading that it's there. It's just when I turn it on, it says that it doesn't exist.
Weird.
There it goes. Voila. Adios. Oh, that.
Wasn't plugged in.
No, it's just hates it. It says no.
You can buy the world's smallest blender on Amazon.
I like all those world's smallest products and stuff. Those stupid,
With
like
little
that.
mini blow dryer. I got.
Yeah, your miniature blow dryer. That thing's hilarious. And then the
mini vacuum.
the mini vacuum for your car for getting the cracks and stuff in the cup holders and whatnot. The thing is hilarious.
Yeah, like all these weird cleaning gadgets. They get me kind of hooked.
Yeah, I'm always buying those stupid things on Facebook and stuff that everybody else would never put their credit card in for. What's up, Franco? What are you doing, buddy? Apparently this cap doesn't want to go back on. Well, so let's see. I played around with that D shape. What's next? Did the E shape, did the C shape. Guess I need to play with that F shape some. So, boop, 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 boop. It says it's just that, though. My brain always wants to add that one in there for some reason, but what would that make that then? So that's number 4. So that would put it in the C.
How many communions do you have to do before you've eaten a whole Jesus?
It's that was a bumper sticker.
Somebody did the math.
How many? How many crackers?
Okay, despite the disgust from others posting their religious interests to know, it gave it a lot of thought. I even did the math. If my math is correct, that is, we are assuming we are dealing with a Jesus who is about 5'10" and let's say
That wasn't it.
140 pounds bone
I shouldn't.
dry.
I gotta practice playing while you're talking to me because I just lost all focus on that one.
If Jesus weighs approximately 0.25 grams, as indicated online, you should have to eat a roughly 254,011 of them to eat an entire 140-pound full-grown Jesus. to make me think. What about the blood? Ah, yes, that delicious blood should be accounted for. Most humans are roughly 60% water, so 60% of 140 is 84 pounds. Taken away from the cracker count would make the new total 101,604. Since wine has a higher gravity level, we'll have to go with 1.5 kilograms per liter. To drink 84 pounds, you would need to drink about 51 bottles of wine at 750 milliliters a bottle. So, in summation, you need to eat roughly 101,604 croutons of Christ, along with roughly 51 bottles, give or take a bottle, of sweet, sweet blood wine to successfully consume one full grown adult Jesus. This has been my TED Talk.
That was a meme or something?
That was on Quarantine Tea Party. It's like a group that I follow on Facebook.
I guess that wasn't the sound I was expecting to come out of there. I guess that side of the guitar is a lot higher. So maybe if I started here and played that, what I have in my head. That's fun. It's fun to play around between all those different sounds. Like somebody just was like, just find your way up and find out which ones match up. So I guess what if that's 3? So D, 5. So that's an A, and 5 to. So if I went this one. So then what would go in after that? So that's just calling back out. So. All right, well. I'm going to play with that F a little bit. Hear what that sounds like up and down there. My hand up close enough. It goes a D. Drop it to the D. I'm gonna bring it up. What, that one to that one to that one, make it an A or something. But Sing H's playing up there. My hand, that is. It's a bend of the guitar's right there, and as soon as my hand hits it, it's like, you're not getting up any further, bro. Good luck. It's that's the end of her. She says, I like that. Because wait, if I cover all of them, that's the bar. That's the same thing. It's fun just like doing, like, if you space things out from like playing it on 2 and then space it to 3, space it to 4, space it to 5, like it really, like, it creates like a whole different pile of suspended sounds. So like if I'm sitting here and I if I only play like the bottom or something, like it's nice to learn how to do a lot of these shapes on just in these bottoms. Throw that D minor shape in there, add this up over the top. That sounds like dog shit, but it's hard to stretch your fingers across 6 of them. Get a less dumb sound going. Really work with this one. So if you miss those little ones, this thing really wants to vibrate. You gotta figure out where it's vibrating so much. It's just in this little bridge thing here. It's so carved out. It's got like 2-3 different places for the groove to sit. So it just like kind of always has that buzz as soon as I start. So I kind of just play and use it as part of the sound, but it's kind of obnoxious after a while. But for $50, it sounds pretty darn good. I don't care. It's good enough. Plugs in and works. All right, so let's just play with that A shape now. You're supposed to be dying. Stop making so much noise. It's got so much ring to it. I'm trying to use the backside of my finger to keep it quiet, but it's only working so much. Got to be more methodical in my pluck, I guess. I strum. Yep, that's what that'll do. So move it up one from there. What? Right there, it's an A to be on that string. And that's what makes that an A, because we're playing what? An A and E and a C. C. What would that make that? Sharp or flat? I don't know. What, sharp? I don't remember. Let me see. Flat is the same as a B. I don't know. Chromatic scale for sure. Thank you, man. Just trying to figure out anything I can. I mean, it's not impossible. It really isn't. Just the basics of the guitar. I printed out a bunch of these things where it has like all the notes and stuff up and down the neck of the guitar. And basically, if you sit here, and what I've been trying to do for the past 2 days is learn how to move in between every single one of the notes. So like if I start on an F right here, an F on the second string is also right there as number 8. And then once you get to the third string, it's 3. Apparently those are supposed to be the same. I might be out of tune at this point, but oh no, they sound pretty good. That's pretty in harmony with each other. So then what's number 4? 4 is 10. So 10 will match what? 6 on 8. So if I do 6 and 10 at the same time, you can do it. Can't even hear a difference. Once you stretch them, but I mean, heck, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5. There's a lot of stretch in there, but it does in fact make the same sound. And up here it's the same because the string on the outside and they're the same string. They both start out as an E, and they're F's, G's, A's, B's, C, D. I need to drink. My mouth is parched. Ah. My apologies. It's like a cat sleep-a-thon around me. There's like 4 cats in the house. And now what is their vibe? Their vibe put new. You know, they say I put you to sleep with the guitar. All right, so that was that. A basically just moving your 3 fingers around, moving your finger around on 3 of them. And B is basically just add in this one back here, like anytime. So it's just doing these 3 and this one. If I don't stink. I have to do that though. My fingers are too fat. My middle finger just doesn't want to cooperate when my other fingers are in certain positions. When I'm trying to do big stretches. Once I turn my hand a certain direction, it's like, nah. So I just don't care about doing that beat. It's just basically if I did the same thing as that. Just moving my fingers up and down like a weasel. I see that's how a lot of songs are played. When I watch other people, just a lot of moving their fingers up and down to get the easy note, I guess. I guess that's how I think. I don't know. Maybe it's not considered that, but it just seems like it makes the least complex sounds, I guess. I see it a lot in like the metal stuff when they retune the guitars so that the top strings are like way deeper. But I don't know. It makes an interesting sound though. It's not out of the question. Sounds like he's putting them bad boys everywhere. They're just about everywhere. So let's see here. Now that I've been across the entire major scale and did some riffing, let me see if I can actually play something worth playing. So an F sharp. So if I'm playing an F minor. So let's see. I'm blowing up. I cannot even seem to see nothing. Oh, thank you. You're so kind, McAfee. Just let me know every time. All right, so let's try this. Actually, I want you know. I'm sitting here yelling at my phone, and I muted it all along. All right. Be nice to me now. Let's see. That's just that. Okay, so that's something be on the fourth. like that. There's got to be a different way to play both of those. Not that. It's not that. I bet that's the expected one. Skip 1, 2, skip a few. If I can stop. If I stop screwing up, and maybe I'll have a chance. Just not a fun place. So what is the E in comparison to that then? So if that's F there, then I should only have to pull back one, and that. So F. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would that be on the second fret into the fourth? If the F is right there. I'm confused. So, look at that. No. So that would be. Ooh. Huh. Can I do that fast enough? So. No, that. So if that's where that's at, I just have to go back to the first one. And then at that point, it would just be. So that's basically the same song. Huh. Well, I learned Meat Puppets, Lake of Fire, and now I'm trying to learn Plateau, both songs that were done by Nirvana as well. But they're very simple, apparently. I'm just was having troubles using my brain long enough to make it work. This one's even easier than the other one based off of this, but for some reason I don't believe this version. Something doesn't look like it sounds good to me. See, this one has 5. All right, so second bar. That's. That's F A F A F A F and A F and A F and A. And the F is the same as. Let me think. Let me rethink that. Alright, so where's D put us all the way around here? This D minor thingy or whatever the hell it is. I think it's a D minor. D minor. Yes. Ooh, that's a stretch. Move my arm a little bit. Let's try that again. Go into the minor, D minor looking shape. Number 6. So oh God, that's gracious. How long have I been going now? 52 minutes. Holy crap. I guess I could take a second. Ay, ay, ay. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, bro? the second then. Ah, get that cleaned up. Yeah, the more I put it on the fret, the more it does it. Dang, that thing's so worn down. Crud. Oh, that's a way bigger stretch right there. All right. Something else. Yeah, these aren't that important. This is basically just me playing the guitar for a little while. I'm about 3 months in, so it's not as if I'm a virtuoso at this point. Just doing my best and trying to see what I can come up with. Of course, it couldn't just be cute. It'd be gross too, but that's all right. I'm sure if I had the ability, I'd make weird options too. What's up, boy? What's up, sweetie? What's up, Mr. Frank? That one's Frank. His brother is over here somewhere. He was just right there next to me. His brother was coming over by me last night. I was on Boltonator's panel and thing, and he kept coming over to me, and luckily it was during one of the songs while we were cut away, but he tooted at me right as he walked under me, like as I was sitting there trying to look at something. All of a sudden, I just like realized, like, what the heck, did a porta potty just explode somewhere? This is insane. But just the cat. So I'm let's see here. So this seems like it should not be all that hard. Let me give it a shot now. Now that my fingers are moving around, no excuse. That's the one they say is the G. It's also the one they say is the. So so from doing Lake of Fire, this now it's so close to Lake of Fire, but it's just like I should turn on a metronome is what I should do. I wonder what the actual beats per minute is on that one. And I wonder what the kids did with the metronome. Where the hell did it go? You little stinkers moved it again. It's not very helpful if we can never find it. Ay. Well, I guess I just stink it up and do it halfway. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, now I can see. I see. It's to and from, to and from, to and from. That's you moving your. So does that one go up? Like, I guess I might as well look now. I was saying just stay in that key the whole time. But I'm pretty sure there's some C's in there. So I don't know who made this tab, but I don't love it. I don't love it. That's one of the tough things about trying to learn from others' ideals, because it's basically there's no right way to do anything. It's music, just whatever makes you feel good, whatever sounds good to you, whatever makes you feel comfortable. You can you can sit around a campfire and sit there and do goofy stuff like that, and everybody's like, oh wow, relaxing. That's nice. It's nice and simple, because it's not about, like, I got a chords progression chart, and it's like the chart goes. I wish I didn't have such a bright light. It probably would be visible if there wasn't a giant light. But it tells you the shapes of all the different, like, Everything across the top is all the major scale. Everything across the right here is all the minor scale. Everything right here in the third row are the sevenths. Then the diminished, the augmenteds, the fourths, the sevenths, the minor sevenths, the seventh diminished, the seventh augmenteds, and the ninth. And so you basically you can play all these chords, and wherever you're at on the board based off of like where the notes are, because each string is a note. Like when you start out, this is an E, so is this. This is an A. This is a D. This is a G. This is a B, and this is the A. And so like as you're going through this, it's anytime you hit a string, you're making a noise. So if I put my finger on right here, it becomes the F, it becomes the G, it becomes the what the A, and then the B, C, D, E. And you can just work your way up and down the scale, and everything starts. Everything's a scale. So if I start on this one, I guess it would be. I don't know. Somewhere they all have a scale of their own. I'm not looking at it. Let me see. Oh, I guess it's right there. So it'd be 5, 6, 8. That was a 7. 10, 12. Why am I looking at the wrong line over and over? I keep wanting to look at the third string for some reason. So, B, A, G, F, E, D. Why am I doing this so badly? No. B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So that's the B scale of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But you'd want to start on a C, so it'd really be, you'd have to go up past that one. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and it would be 13 on that one because you'd have to hit whatever C is. And that's not it. That would have to be that one. So why would that be? I didn't know those. C goes in. So I guess just because it's a similar, I don't know. Just a goofy sound. I don't know. But try it. We'll keep going for it. So let's see here. And a scale the grand old face of the plateau. Some belong to strangers. Some belong to strangers. Some belong you know. That doesn't sound right. So there's a drop note in there. I know there is. I'm playing it in my head, and I'm trying to play it on here, and it sounds wrong to me. So let me try that one more time. Let me see here. So F. So, I'm so confused. So it'd be 4? Oh, okay. All right, well. Huh. Okay, duh. So that's an F when I hit there, but if I'm only hitting it down here, it's an F. If I bar it all the way through, it's an F. So if I move it just that one, okay, so that's still, and just makes it a minor at that point. Okay. I'm still confused on what. Let's see. All right. So it's just a different harmonic. It's the same note, same exact thing. Sounds almost identical. Only that one just has a little bit more harmony, a little bit more love in it. See, that's what it sounds like to me. See, that doesn't sound right. I don't believe this. I'm gonna have to do some more research and find a better version of this, because that just doesn't. That doesn't hold up. That just doesn't hold up. If you want it to sound campfirey and like you're not really trying all that hard, then I can. There's got to be a better rhythm to it than that. That one sounds okay, but that doesn't sound right. If this one told me like a strum pattern or at least a beats per minute, I could turn the metronome on, but that don't seem much better. So I don't know. Let's try. Many a hand has scaled the ground in face of the plateau. No, that ain't it. God, these people just have no ears, apparently. They just make this stuff up and they go, yeah, close enough. I can't believe I paid money for this. Even the pro ones, I'm like, I don't believe these. And then you watch it and you're like, oh, they made these up too. Because it's done with 3 dang guitars. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense. So you're just like, these are people's guesses. These are people's guesses. And that's the downside, is I could guess better than a lot of these. It's the unfortunate thing I'm finding. And if I can just learn these notes just a little bit better, I will be in better shape. So that's what I'm doing. It's motivation, I guess. Just doing what I can. And if anybody feels like watching it, they can. And it's not important. But you can see that in 3 months, you can go back and watch the other videos. I stunk. I couldn't do anything. It's just been the determination, just the want. It's the want, for sure. Because realistically, I'm doing all these chords and stuff. I like doing the chord work and all this, but I really want to I really want to pluck things around more and get my weight moving up and down the board. And majors to the seventh is. D to the seventh. Must. Because it's right there. Oof, oof. It's tearing my fingers to pieces. But what am I at now? If I'm at an hour and 20 minutes to there, probably about 10 minutes of yakking on here. So at least a good hour and 10 minutes. So that's what? Play for what, a good 8, 9, 10 hours. My fingers are so blistered. They're ridiculous. They're just like these calloused, blistered, sliced up. I'm like, my fingertips keep falling off and such, but I don't care. I want this. I want this. Like anything I do in life, anything I want in life, if I want it, I work. I work for it. I work my butt off for it, and I make it happen. And right now, I can't do the thing that I love to do, and so this is what I'm making happen, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It really does bring me, I don't know, just I don't know, solace of sorts. It's more of an ability to blow off some steam, I guess. A new way for me to push all my energy out. It's like a meditation. I mean, for how long did I make beats and stuff, and drum and play the piano? It's like this is just a new meditation, and I can't get enough of it apparently. And there's what 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5, 9, 108. So there's 108 chord shapes on here. I'm through. I mean, I've done them all, but the ones that I can remember and stuff, like the like F major to the seventh, or F sharp, G flat and F sharp major. I love that sound. I love the sound of that. I don't know why. And it's funny, every time I play that, I always think that that's an E, because I got my finger to there. So what would make that an F? I don't understand that. Huh? Oh, F minor to the seventh is all 4 of these. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Duh. That's why. Don't be a dummy, and you'll figure things out much faster. You dope. Okay, there it is. I gotta move up 1 to make it into the major. What happens when I go all the way up? Ooh, I'm starting to bleed. Shit. Not the first, and I'm sure it won't be the last time. I'm sure. Maybe if every time I make a noise on a guitar, I sing a melody. Maybe that will help me remember not only the letters but the sounds. Every time I do this, all I have to do is sing just a couple notes until it clicks inside of my brain. I don't mind if I sound stupid at any point, 'cause I just don't give a shit. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you don't, go do something else. A lot of things to do in the world, so if I just take my time and try to learn a little bit at a time, I bet I will be just fine. If you ever felt like trying, it's not that hard. Don't be afraid. Go get yourself a crappy guitar, maybe from a pawn shop. I got like 4 of them from there, and a couple of them turned out to be trash. But then I found a few that don't sound quite so crappy. This one's not included in that. I got it from a kid on Facebook Marketplace. It was a good deal. He sold it to me for $50. It was a more than fair deal because it works still, even though he thought it didn't. I really don't have a preference yet. The electric guitars, I find them a lot easier to play, to be honest. And we've got an Epiphone. Let's see, we got the Epiphone. It's a Les Paul, and then we've got it's nothing special, but it says special on it, and my son loves it. It says, I've got a Johnson, which I had never even heard of Johnson until I bought it. And then what else we got? We got like a little mini VX that is like a kid's starter guitar. But I hooked it up to the sound pedal today and was playing. I tuned it to drop D and was letting my 7-year-old just thrash out on it. It was actually awesome. They had so much fun when they came home and saw that I turned their first act Discovery little mini V guitar into a heavy metal rock machine. They were just blown away. And me, I'm just like, I love heavy metal so much that I refuse to start doing metal until I can play well enough that I know that I like it. They are crazy. Yeah, right. Because the difference is the ones that were made in America back in the day are nice and they're still nice. But if you buy one of the China ones now, they don't put the same love into them. They're not made the same. They're not made out of the same products. They don't have all the bridges and stuff are like nowhere near as nice. I've been playing a lot of guitars lately, and honestly, when it came to acoustics, it was the Martins and the Taylors were good. But I'll be honest, I played a couple of Yamahas that were like a third of the price that were equally beautiful sounding. I played a couple Alvarez that were incredible. When I started picking up the electric stuff, I found a few that really played out really well. The Epiphone stuff was nice. I guess I didn't find one I fell in love with yet. There were a couple Ibanez that were really cool. They had really nice shapes. Oh, only $75K. I'd have to sell one of my kids. They're beautiful though, and you just gotta hope you find one in a garage sale. See, I do yard sale or garage or real estate house clean outs. That's what I did in the past. I clean out houses and I come across really, really nice things that they turn out to be, gems. I don't even know what they are, some of this stuff when I see it. And then when I see it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat looking. I wonder what it is or something like, and then I look, I'm like, oh, wow. And occasionally I would come across things like instruments that I wish I had kept, that I let other friends have and stuff that I just didn't know anything about them, and I just like gave them away. And I'm pretty sure I gave away an old Fender one time. So that happened only because I didn't know. So somebody has a really nice guitar at this point, but I wouldn't ask for it back ever. So, so let's see here. Where's the notebook? Where's the other one there? Want me to play you a song? It seems like you're the only one in here. There might be two people in here. No, it looks like one. Uh, if you want, I'll play you a song. I'm not sure what your favorite type of genre is. I'm willing to do just about anything, because I'm not good enough to confirm myself as a certain type of musician yet when it comes to guitar. So I've been doing all kinds of different styles and different songs that aren't really my normal music type, only because they're the people that are really good, like James Taylor. I've been trying to learn James Taylor since I started, and the chord progression along with the pluck rhythm is just the pluck pattern is just, I can't do it. I've tried over and over and over, but I'm getting much, much, much closer. Dust in the wind. That's a slow one, I think, right? That's a pretty slow song. I might be able to play that right now. I've never looked at it. Dust in the wind. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, that's got a full pluck pattern. Oh man. All right, so let me see if I can figure this out. Uh let me see here. Okay, so it's C, and the G over B is that to that, I believe, 1 to 2. Why would I want to put my finger there then, if I don't even touch that string? And once again, here we go with these fantastic chord progressions and stuff. The problem is these, to make the sounds they want a lot more than that. So A minor to G to D minor 7. See, that's a D major 7 then. Major to the 7th. Major to the 7th. See, they're saying that's not what that is either. Why do they always gotta disagree with each other? That's a D minor to the 7th. Okay, so D minor to the 7th. All right. Obviously, that's my G, right? All right, so let's do C major to the 7th is just the 2. C add to the 9 is. C add to the 9 is. No, not you. Won't you stop it? I know I got big fat fingers. Let's stop it. On the B. Okay, so okay, so 3 and 1. So they want to go from a C C with that. Alright, so let me get that down real quick. Ah, come on now. We'll start out with a stink pot. You need to buy a new finger, sir. Need a new finger. One not so fat and stupid. So, okay, so 3 and 1, 2, open, 3, 1, 2, 0. No, that one would be 0. That'd have to be my G, not my D. Okay, so A. Hey, give it a shot. See, oh, come on, Drew. Quit stinking it up. Get your finger away from that other dang string. All you have to do is not be touching that one, and you will be a very, very happy man. So, boom, 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 boom. And I got to do that every single time the note changes. So it'll go close. Okay, so close. And then that. Why would I want to pluck that one? Then, right? Mm-hmm. That's not it though. It goes back to the progression to 0. So boom, boom. All right, so close. So he's gonna hit that perfect timing. Well, let's try it as chords. Let's see if I can just do it really slowly. Close my eyes. There's no way that's the note. No way. There we go. Only for a moment. That's not it either. God, I wish they would just not make stuff up. See, it's if it doesn't work as a strum, it just doesn't. Somebody good can do it fast enough, though. I bet. I close my eyes, only for a moment, and the moment's gone, moment's gone. Oh, my dreams pass before my eyes, and pass before my eyes in curiosity. Dust in the let's try. So wait, if that's that incremental chart thing out here. It's a 5. C is 5 like that. Yeah. It might have been closer than I thought. I think I just have to do better. The same old song. Same old song. Give her just a drop of water. Just a drop of water, just a drop of water in my sea. Crumbles to he made it just that. We refuse to see. How do I plug that? There's a G that comes up along there. So I'm 5. So can I just do that? Yeah, see that they want me to progress along the bottom there is what I'm thinking. So then the G would be on what at that point? 3 would be on 12. So 7. I don't know why I'm trying to do that with 2 fingers. Dun, dun, no. It does not want to be that one. Must be this. Dun. So where would A minor be all the way? So I'd be all the way back there at A minor then. Once again, I'd rather just. So. All right, so hey Dwight, how you doing, brother? I'm learning. What do we call it? The dust in the wind. Seeing if I can't make this happen. I've never got. Usually, I got to look at it once or twice. Which one? I think I did. I think I haven't done it on anything. I did Sound of Music the other night. That was pretty interesting. Do re mi. That was interesting. That made me feel spunky. All right, so I guess I think what's gonna work best is if instead of trying to rely on my terrible old eyes, and as odd as it is to hit the thing here. Give me one moment. I'm gonna go print this out. I'll be right back in about 10 seconds. All right, that's better. Although we have a unsweet tea sitting there that looks fantastic. Hello, tea. All right. Got some place here called Cookout. It's like like the in and out of the East Coast. They got the greatest deals on food ever. Oh, see, you didn't give me a challenge. You gave me exactly what I'm looking for. There's a difference between sitting here and trying to learn like old punk rock songs that are like you basically you find the major. It's like they just move up and down. Like it's usually like 3 chord progressions. I was doing. I heard a song the other night on an advertisement, and I was like, oh, I haven't heard that song in a long time. And as I was listening to it, I was like, I don't think I've heard the notes change. I was like, is this a Billy Ray Cyrus all over again? And it turned out it was, because it was what where the heck is it? I'm sure it's sitting here in my stuff is what's funny. Let's see here. It's literally 3 notes though, or 3 chords. So the whole thing is very easy to play. Immediately figured it out with it. I printed it out at like 1 in the morning, and I had figured it out by like 3, and then I practiced it and then played it a few times. Obviously, I didn't nail it down or anything because I'm not the Cranberries, but oh, that was half of it. No, that's not gonna be much help if I've only got the first page, but there you are. No, it was once again, it was like the idea of me trying to sing songs that that aren't in my typical vocal range. Like I sing songs that women sing typically, and it helps me like change the range in my voice. And it just gives me a different outlook on how I do things. So when you gave me a suggestion like that, this is literally like what I've been doing. Is somebody's like, here, you should learn this song, and I go, oh, okay, and then I go, well, let me figure this out. And so there's 2 different versions here. Like there's a version where if I can sit here and get used to doing this chord progression in between. So essentially, what it starts out as is I do it as the let's see. I close my eyes, if only for a moment, and a moment, and I don't know which one it would be. Oh, it was because I'm only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, pass before my eyes in curiosity. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water in the endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, and though we refuse to see, crumbles to, let's see I think you did. I'm just gonna go with that. I'm just gonna skip that. No, I don't like what they put in there, so I'm just gonna leave that out. Let me do that whole little span again so I don't sound silly as much this time. Crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. Yeah, I can just single note that. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Now don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever. But the earth and sky slips away. All your money won't another minute buy. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. All right, now let's try. I close my eyes, if only for a moment, and the moment's gone. Oh, my dream passed before my eyes in curiosity. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Say, oh, so just a drop of water in the sea. All we can do crumbles on the ground, and we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Now don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sea. The earth and sky, apparently. It slips away. And all your money won't a minute by. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. This is the same old song. And so we are all just dust in the wind. Now hopefully this will help me learn these chord progressions better, though. Thank you for your suggestion, because now I feel like maybe I actually could pluck it properly if I gave it a good couple hours and more on top of this, which I probably don't know if I can do that at this point. My fingers are so raw. But why don't I just play a couple songs now at this point? Maybe I see a couple heads in here. Maybe a couple heads will appreciate it. So we'll see what we got. We'll see what I can do. We'll see what I can do. Quit tipping. Is there a fan on or something? I don't understand what's happening. You stay. Stay. Ah. Okay. Where's my pick? Oh, I don't use one. I do I strum, and unless I'm using my 12 string, I don't even pull out the pluckers anymore. The metal ones were just like thrashing my strings, and so I switched to plastic ones, and I didn't really like those either. I mean, I like them, but they're not, unless you got them on every finger and you make them the extension of your hand, they're not worth it. So I put them on everything but my pinky and use my pinky to hold myself up. And then as I'm plucking, I but if I put my pinky right there, I can hold myself up a little bit better and use it as like a guide. Like I can put my pinky like against the bridge right here and kind of feel where the bridge is at. So I know where everybody tells me how I'm supposed to do it. And everybody keeps telling me different ways. And I'm just like, I know it feels comfortable to me. So for now, I'm just kind of doing it how I like to do it. And so far it's worked. But it definitely causes some beat up fingers, especially because I mean I've been a contractor for over 20 years, so my fingers can handle the beating pretty good. But I really have, my fingertips have literally calloused up, blistered, and fallen off like 3 times now in 3 months. So uh, you got to be dedicated if you want to be able to play the guitar and learn it fast. And push. You got this. Why? Why I get a good sound besides a harmonic on you? That's a different note entirely. I guess that's just the sound, huh? I've also been playing for 2 hours and 10 minutes and haven't retuned yet, so who knows? I could be so far out of tune, it's outrageous at this point, which is not out of the question. I mean, let's see here. Come here, tuner. No, not drop D. Is that what's happened? Mine dropped D right this second, and I just didn't realize it. That's me. That's a deep SE, so I think that's intense. I cannot believe this. I mean, it's not like I haven't been playing like a son of a gun on it. I've been ripping on this thing since we started. All right. Wow. So the B had slightly moved out of tune a little bit, and everything else is dead on. Wow. Whitey Ford did that's a slow one too. Cool. So, then you really might know what it's like to have to choose. Something tells me I can figure that one out, but once again, I like doing that though. Like if I, even though I'm not doing the song that we were doing, that original one, the Kansas song, if I sit here and I put on notes that I know really well, like I feel really comfortable with, like the F major seventh, when I love this note up here, like when I play it up here. It's such a pretty sound. So when I move it all the way down here, I get to close my fingers up a little bit, and it ain't quite so hard to play. It's like the same thing, just a different starts at a different tone, but it's got that same pretty ring all the way through. You add one of the ones above it, and it gives it that nice deep additional note. It sounds pretty. You use just the top three, and it gives you that boom. I'm gonna have to just go listen to Kansas play it though for a little while, and like really try and tone it into my ears, and then I'll nail it by tomorrow, I'm sure. You can add C to that F chord and that make the sound fuller. Which one? Which F chord? This one here. Oh, you're saying go up that next one. Add that C like that, yeah. Where do the bad folks go when they die? They don't go to heaven where the angels fly. They go to a lake of fire and fire. See 'em like they see me, but I've been playing it in a different key. Away from that. See 'em again until the 4th of July. Yeah, see, but I was doing that same thing, only I was just doing it as the what do you call it? The really basic one. Where the frig did I put you? Not plateau. Where did you go, meat puppets? There we are. Here, hell with it. I'll just play it real quick. And then I'll do that one that I had set up there for a while ago to pretend I was gonna do well. Let's see. I really did prefer I like doing this F as like the full bar chord for a lot of these songs, just because it gives that nice extra full sound. I don't know. I mean, it's the same sound. All right, let's give this a shot. How you doing, Ashton? Good. People actually know what they're doing too. Good. I'll take advice. I'll take all advice. Where do the bad folks go when they die? They don't go to heaven. They don't go to heaven where the angels fly. They go to a lake of fire and fire. See them again to the 4th of July. Now I knew a lady who came from the blue. She got bit by a dog with a rabbit tooth. She went to the grave just a little too soon. Way howling on the yellow moon. See, I don't like how that doesn't sound right to me. No matter how many times I read that and how I do it, I don't like the way that it's supposed to be C sharp minor. I really am finding that I'd rather just play it like this. Knew a lady who came from Duluth. She got bit by a dog with a rabbit tooth. She went to her grave just a little too soon. Flew away howling on the yellow moon. Now people howling, people mourn. Look for a dry place to call their own. Try and find somewhere to rest their bones. Oh, the angels and the devils fight to make man alone. So you could almost I really just kick off all of them and just play it as an F and a G and not even do those other parts. But it's like the second part. I knew a lady who came from the loo. She got bit by a dog with a rabbit too. She went to a grave just a little too soon. Flew away howling on the yellow moon. Like he like like it has a couple of weird in and out drops, but unless you're like doing there's a guy doing like a cage up and down. It's like 1 and 3, so it's like. I don't know. He goes all the way up and down through that area. How do I? How do I? Woo! Everybody excited about the about some hot dating. Yeah, so I'm gonna sing that again, and I'm just gonna do it in an F, and I'm not even gonna change. Where do the bad folks go when they die? They don't go to heaven where the angels fly. They go to a lake of fire and fry. See them again on the 4th of July. Oh, screen though, how do I do that? Meet a lady who came from Duluth. Got bit by a dog with a rabbit tooth. Went to a grave just a little too soon. Flew away howling on the yellow moon. Why not? People howling, people moan. Look for a dry place to call their own. Try and find somewhere to rest their bones. Angels and the devil fight to make them their own. Yeah, got them box up in here, making some nice fans. So let's. I didn't do so well on that tonight. I feel like I did it worse tonight than I've done the previous nights, but that's okay. That's okay. Nobody's, like I said, nobody's expecting me to be uh, the reincarnation of Jimi Hendrix or anything, you know, because that makes sense and all. Oh, let's see here. So, E minor. To all the people doing life, don't do it, don't do it. Wow, this sounds way down. I'm gonna do something real quick, only because I'm feeling. Uh-oh. I'm just here already. And the door fell out. Okay, thank you. That was helpful. Good. Nice and timely, door. Alright, somewhere there's a capo sitting right here. Yeah, run it up. Well, crud. The heck? It was just sitting right here. This will make me feel better. All right. I'm getting so tired. I think it's the problem. Those low, deep sounds are just making me more. All right. Okay. Now let's try it in this guitar. Much better. That sounds better to me. Yeah, see that low E chord is so much. It's not quite as deep on this one. This is a little bit newer of a guitar, so. Well. Cook out. To all the people doing lines, don't do it, don't do it. Inject your soul with liberty. It's free, it's free. To all the kids with heroin eyes, don't do it, don't do it. 'Cause it is not what it seems. No, no, it's not what it seems. Salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Na, 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 to all the parents, sleepless nights, sleepless nights, sleepless nights. Tie your kids into their beds, clean their heads, clean their heads. To all the kids with heroin eyes, don't do it, don't do it. 'Cause it is not what it seems. No, no, it's not what it seems. Salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Na 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 na. Salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Na 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 salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Salvation, salvation, salvation is free. Na 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 na. So that's that was one of those really easy ones where if you can just get the timing up, and if I could find I don't know what the kids did with the dang metronome, but it's really just a lot of the guitaring is very simple stuff, like just timing, like doing I do Achy Breaky Heart was the very first song that I learned, and it was because Achy Breaky Heart is literally an A chord, which is like this one, this one, and this one. These three right here. So you skip the first one on the bottom, and then it's the next three is an A. And so that's an A. But there's so many variations of every note. You don't have to play it like that. You can play it however the heck you want, honestly, because every one of the shapes that they make. So if instead of doing it like that, I instead of putting it on these three, I take the center one and I move it up to here, then it's already in position for my E note. And with achy breaky heart, it's literally uh don't don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, it might blow up and kill this man. It's just too I'm messing it up, but it's literally it's as simple as that. I don't care. As odd as it sounds, I'm the metronome is more of I've got a metronome sit on my phone right here too, sitting right next to me. I guess I'm more worried tonight about and it really is because I've only been playing for 3 months. My timing is less of my concern as it is getting my fingers to go to the different chord shapes and stuff. So I bet that's really what I've been working on. So I was when I started tonight, I was like, I don't care if I have the metronome on, because typically when I play, I make hip hop and EDM beats, and so I have 2 drum sets sitting there and a digital drum set upstairs, and so I make a lot of beats. So I've got I can usually hit rhythm pretty good to begin with. But I got a player, not a player piano, but it's one of the Magic Genie pianos from like 1986. It's a Lowry Mach 3, and I love it. I have so much fun with it. It's literally a one-man band keyboard from the 80s, like the same thing that people like spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on. The only problem is the loopers broke, and so it's kind of a bummer. If I could find the parts to fix it, it would be fantastic. But unfortunately, and of course, my camera isn't working tonight, so I'll have to. What? How are you grabbed? Oh, you're not part of this. You're not part of this thing. You just move. You just move your big obnoxious butt right out of my way. Oh my gosh. I'm apparently the king of awkward. Let me do this real quick. But and not blind everybody. But it's just like I've got the chord chart over here for my kids. So I've been teaching them the basics of playing the keyboard and whatnot on this thing, and it's fun because it's just a toy. It's just a fun toy basically to me because you can turn on the full keyboard. It's got the genie. Why are you being weird? There's a whole bunch of different settings. It would take me all day to show every single one on there, but my kids have a blast with it. It's very simple. It's very easy to use, and it basically makes a bunch of different goofy sounds. So who cares, sort of stuff. Like just whatever. It's one of those ones where you can have a lot of fun. Just even if you're not a musician, it does a lot of the work for you. Throw on the drum beat. So instead of using a metronome, I just turn all those genie stuff things off, and I do just turn on one of the drum beats, and I'll play one of the drum beats. I'll turn on some of my samples and just loop some of my samples and just sit here and play to my samples and stuff. Because I mean, I like playing to the metronome, but I feel like it makes me extra confused when I start trying to play with other people because I'm trying to go to a pattern and they don't necessarily stick to a metronome when they don't have it in their head either. So it's like you really got, if you're gonna play with other people, then it matters whether you use a metronome. Me, I'm so far I'm 3 months in. I've only been playing and doing this for 3 months. So I mean I'm really hoping that I can really blend my abilities together so that when I like right now I got a homie that helps me a lot. He does a lot of the guitar playing for me on beats. Like I'll make a hip hop beat, uh, and then see, that's the thing is I don't I as soon as I can get to a point where other people are willing to play with me, I'll jump in on anything. I'm not that bad, but like I make beats. I'll make a beat. I'll add in the synth. I'll do all the bass work because I got my bass sitting over there. So I'll make a couple bass loops or use some of the sample loops that you can get on some of these websites and stuff that are just free sample stuff. You can just go around and sample anything, and I'll make like a nice simple beat, and I'll just sit here and try and play to that because then I'm like, okay, well, at least now, if I'm sitting there and I am playing with somebody who plays the drums, I can try and learn how to keep up. I'm on BandLab almost every day. Me and Steve Cutler, like we do the glitchy farm stuff. I'm Drizzle Stank. He's Steve Cutler live. Lil Horny. He also goes by LH. But we jump on BandLab, find me on there, and I'll be more than happy to. I literally I made a beat today. It was instead of uh, going for like a really sophisticated stuff. Sometimes you just need a couple of simple percussion instruments. So I put this in my lap and move this over here, and I don't know. I just have fun pissing around, doing different things, finding different things to make different sounds with, and I don't know. It's just unique. Just I did that, and I pulled the big drum off of the floor over there, and I dragged it over here, and I was hitting that with the drumsticks over here in between. So I was doing that, and then boom, everyone's going boom, hitting the big bass drum. It sounded awesome. So I made a little beat today. So hey, you got a band lab? I'll be more than happy to team up. I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm sitting at home doing this. And it sounds like you know more about guitar than I do anyway, so I'll be more than happy to take any advice from anybody. Let's see. So it's 12:50. I've been going for 2 hours and 39 minutes now, so about 2.5 hours. I've yacked a little bit, so we'll say 2:20. So that puts me about 10 or 11 hours playing today. My fingers are absolutely positively blistered. Like, all the way across. And it was funny because a little while ago the one started to bleed, but I just kept playing, and apparently I just re-blistered it enough to make it uh, uh, give me some time. For what? For the guitar? Dude, I've been making music for years. I just because I don't play the guitar, I don't know what to talk about. You may want to go take a look and see what I got going. This is just new to me because this is fresh, but I can play so many other instruments and all that. I've been playing piano since I was a kid and singing, and that's what I usually do. Sing. That's mainly why I'm doing this is because nobody took singing seriously. You can stand there in front of one of those pianos and loop things, but only so many people will take you serious. You put uh, the the uh, the guitar and stuff in your hand, it just changes what people are willing to listen to. Like people take you so much more serious once you have an instrument in your hand. It really makes a big difference. So this is really just some people listen to me sing, and I know it's funny is I don't even really try all that hard when I sing using the instruments yet because it's not important to me. As soon as I can, when I can get my rhythm right and get my chord progression right and really move along and get myself to a point where I feel really comfortable, then I'll really start trying to worry about that. The other stuff though, I mean, I've been doing hip hop for years and making EDM beats and uh, I freestyle all the time. It's funny because people always like, hey, you want a freestyle battle? I'm like, if you're not planning on like saying really awful things, I'm like, because that's not what I like to do. It's just it's not what I like to do. I'm a nice guy. I try to be nice, and so it really it bugs me when people come out and they're like the only thing they can come up with is how to say rude things to each other at rap battles. Like, bro, sing about the grass or something. Like, if you want to freestyle with me, just come up with a topic. Because I literally earlier today I made a song. I was watching an episode of Russell Brand. He uh, uh, said a phrase that I hadn't heard in a while. Eat your bills, and I was like, oh, that's just sparked interest in my head. So I walked into the other room, grabbed my notebook, wrote down a quick couple poem sections, I guess a couple verses as poems, and then I wrapped them into my microphone. Well, actually, I made the beat first. I wrote the lyrics, made the beat, then I sang the lyrics to the beat that I made, and then I synthesized my voice a little bit and threw it on the internet. I just like making stuff. It happens very fast. So some people will sit there and be like, "Oh, I gotta make it be perfect and all this." I'm not worried about perfect. Yeah, I'm really not. I just do this for fun. I do this for fun, and I really enjoy just meeting different people and seeing what other people are capable of. Because every time I play with somebody, they've got a different sound in their head. They do something different. They do something that sounds different, that feels different, that works differently, and that's been the most helpful thing to me. Like playing like the old classic rock songs and stuff. They're super easy, but there's no way I'm going to ever get to be able to play James Taylor properly until I can do Kansas properly. You know, like the chord and pluck progression. After I just was messing with that one earlier, I'm like, oh, okay. So give me a couple days, I'll be able to do Kansas properly. That's not that bad. I'll pull out the actual tab sheets. I'll set it up on my two music stand things here and spread it across in front of my face. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I just spread it out and just do it until I feel good. I like the Metallica one. Every time I do it, I start to feel more confident about it, and then I start doing it again the next day, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember it again. And so I pull out all the sheets, and I'm like, where did you forget from? And then I'm like, the whole damn thing. It's like I apparently don't ever want to pluck it right the second time. It's like. And it's like I keep moving along, doing little things. That's it. I just keep running away, doing a little bit of a runny shit split. That seems like a fun one to do. My wife makes fun because I do parodies all the time. I just like freestyle stupid parodies, and like my kids think it's funny to talk about poop because they're little boys. I mean, they think it's funny, so we'll just sit here and do like raps about diarrhea and stuff, and my kids will be like rolling on the floor laughing. They think it's so funny, and I'm just like, it takes so little wit to be able to make poop jokes that it's so funny. But everybody loves them. Everybody loves a good poop joke. So I mean, it's just one of those sort of things. Well, I'll be honest, I don't want to do that one. Let's see. How's the front? There you are. Son of a gun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play this one just for comfortability, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Great big bong of fantastic purple yum. Fruit Loops, that is. Fruit Loops. You know. Candy. Come on. Get that finger down, son of a gun. I know you've been playing a long time today, but just get it done. Okay, so where are you vibrating? Which one of you is vibrating and where? Is it on my fingernail? Yeah, it sure is. I'm just putting my fingernail too close is all. I couldn't feel it. Till my fingers have no feeling left. In a few weeks. Oh, Jesus. In a few weeks, I will get time to realize it's right before my eyes, and I can take it. What, Drew? Come on. What are you doing, dude? You're messing up easy stuff now. Why? Because you've been playing too long. That's why my fingers are toast. In a few weeks, I will get time to realize. I'm like, I think I'm done. I think I'm just done. I think is what it comes down to. I think my fingers have reached their end, and they're saying there's not a chance to give up. 2.5 hours on top of the 9 I had already spent. I'm pretty worked. So, well, if you were willing to sit and watch me play, I appreciate it, and I'll just keep working at it. I'm sure nobody will watch this after this, but that's all right. I wouldn't blame them. There's a lot of nothing, but I'll have it forever because now it'll just be on somebody else's memory, and I don't have to store it now. Yay! So, thank you for stopping in, and have a great night, everybody. All the one person left.